yourself, please, and thank you.
Alright, so I've got to find like a piece of music to put on. So we're going to listen to Vampire Diaries music.
Excellent.
So everyone can know how great this show is.
Oh yeah. Let's just talk about how great the Vampire Diaries
Dude,
is. I mean, it's often.
Is it coming back soon? Like, I don't...
It's coming back, like, in a month from now.
A month?
I know.
Cool. So it's actually, there's going to be a whole bunch of shows, like, starting up soon. I know, like, they're really bad, like, American sitcoms have started, but...
Wow, really bad ones. I mean, I wouldn't go that far. Parks and Rec has started, and that's not bad.
Oh, no, not Parks and Rec. I'm talking about, like, How I Met Your Mother.
Like actual sitcoms, right?
Yeah, like How I Met Your Mother and...
Oh, screw those things.
Something else has started as well.
All those things. No thanks.
But yeah, man, Elena is a vampire this season.
Vampire Diaries is starting October 11th, so we've got like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't even know what's gonna happen this season. Like,
where do we leave off? Elena
is a fucking vampire. Yeah. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for anybody. Yeah, we just like literally spoiled like anyone who wanted to get into the Vampire Diaries. We just wrecked the first 3 seasons for you. It's like a bam, gone. I apologize.
No. I mean, yeah, this is like the biggest thing, right? At least throughout the whole series. Yeah, I would say it's the biggest thing to happen.
And like, what Alaric is like something now?
He's dead, but he's like I don't think he's going to be fully dead because he's such a fan favorite. I think that they're going to bring him back in some way.
Yeah, I mean, there's no like you're never actually dead on shows like this. Like you're like when you have like dead people walking around sucking blood, there's really there's no limits.
No one died. Exactly. You don't take a main character and kill them in the show. They just don't die. You'll kill them and they'll come back from some voodoo bullshit, and you'll believe it because the show does it so well.
Exactly. Yeah. Seriously though, like Vampire Diaries is amazing. People need to watch it. Like, it's one of those shows where you look from the outside and you're like, whoa,
yeah, like,
Twilight faggot, whatever, man.
About, right?
Yeah,
it's a good show.
You actually watch it and it's amazing. Like,
I have to say though, if anyone's going to take our advice here, you have to either tough it out for the first like 6 episodes, or just skip them entirely.
It's you can't skip
it. They're bad. They're horrible. Well, yeah, you can't skip it. Like, you watch those and
they're only bad until you've seen the rest, and then you can go back and enjoy them.
Yeah, I think so. That's a good point.
Right, so I've been back for, I would say, 18 or 19 seconds. And I've just been listening to you two charming young ladies unraveling the modern soap opera, and I am staggered.
Alright, well...
So, when you talked about 2 cunts colliding earlier on, you then decided to recreate that image? Like, I just don't understand.
I would agree.
People saying I already spoiled it, what's the point now? Everything... I didn't spoil anything else. There's so much that happens in the show that by the time you get to the end of Season 3, you will have forgotten that I spoiled you.
Can't say that only happens if you're an imbecile.
Don't trust me.
Like, no one... Oh my god.
Someone will say something, like, I heard the ending of Lost. Actually, I saw the ending of Lost. And then, like, a year later, I decided to actually start Lost, and I completely didn't even remember what happened, because it doesn't register.
That is a very...
I just put myself up for you to say you're a gigantic idiot, but...
Wait, no. What I was going to say was, saying you saw the ending of Lost has to allow for a very broad definition of the word ending.
People are starting to riot, so let's move into the game. So, intro time.
Right.
Alright, so after that intermission, where you all learned a lot of really educational things, what I also wanted to say was, okay, so we were talking about remembering things, right? Well, I just realized, like, last night when I was dreaming, that I've had dreams about my friend's house from when I was, like, 8. And I can remember his house exactly. In my mind's eye, I can literally remember this house that I probably went to, like, maybe like 50, maybe 80 times when I was a kid. I've got it all in my memory. And I've literally been dreaming about it without realizing what it was. And I just realized last night.
I have to say, I don't know how impressive that is when you say you've been there about 50 to 80 times. I mean, I think I could recall any place that I've been to.
Yeah, but it's not just that I was recalling it without realizing what it was.
Oh, okay, so you were dreaming about it, but it just...
Yeah, it was a place, and I didn't have a way to describe what it was, but it was something that I was dreaming or thinking about when I was talking about other things. I don't even know. It's weird. Like, it's...
Can I just for a split second interject? When I was about 12, and this is just like absolute, like right down, stripped down to the limbic system, like built right into me. When I was about 12, I saw something. I think, oh god, it must have been around 1998. I saw 640 by 480. It was some kind of overhead view of a videoed game of some variety. It's been recurring ever since then. It's recurring right now. I really wish we were talking about that.
It took me like a full minute to realize what you were getting at. Even when you said 640 by 480, I'm trying to think, like, what could he possibly be talking about? I honestly had no idea. But then I realized it was about this probe that's scouting this purple player. And who is that? I don't know who these guys are. Maybe someone can introduce the player.
Actually, the joke is on you because it's actually 1280 by 960, so... We do have Metal X. Metal X in the 5 o'clock, 5:30 position as the purple Terran, and Jonoman as the orange Protoss in the 1 o'clock, maybe 12:30. Both playing...
I'd say that's 1 o'clock. 12:30 is the one more counterclockwise.
So, to get to the natural of each player on this map takes probably 3 times as long as they did on the previous one, so I'm expecting much more conservative builds from both players. Probably going to be Siege Expo against 1 Gate Expand. Just judging from the way they played last game. Like, last game was kind of like they got forced into their, like, retarded aggression by the map. And they played the map really well. Both of them. But...
Whoa. Can I just read this line of chat out for a sec?
Sure.
Because I think this is ridiculous. Counterclockwise is different for Keontae. He's in the southern hemisphere.
It's very difficult for him to count clocks because of his Antipodean sensibilities.
Yes, all clocks go in reverse in Australia. So actually...
well, you guys are upside down, so...
I don't know. Yeah, Metal X is actually at the 7 o'clock, I think. But it's upside down as well, so he's actually at the 12:30, and Jonoman's at 5.
Jonoman's would still be... never mind.
It's counterclockwise, but then I reversed it as well. Like, it's upside down.
I see.
He's actually going to go... Looks like it's going to be a 1-gate DT here. I think? Yeah, 2-gate DT, sorry.
This is kind of flying right in the face of your conservative play.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I apologize. Looks like he sent a probe up just to sit at the mineral-only base on the left-hand side of the map.
I apologize, though, because I mean, I would have assumed that as well, but I think that's kind of actually clever on the part of Jonoman, because I'm sure Metal X is thinking, oh man, this is going to be a super standard game. He's getting, Siege Expand going on. Oh no, that's
well, it's an FD.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I said that we're going to change their builds, but no. Well, I mean, Jonoman has, but in this game, instead of just doing a straight 2-gate, he's doing a 2-gate DT, which is actually not necessarily an aggressive opening. I mean, okay, it's hard to explain, but with the mines, he's probably not going to be able to just, like, get DTs into Metal X's base if Metal X is careful about this. Metal X is doing... just a single tank FD this time, so it's a much more conservative build as well.
But he's got mines this time. Like, they're already out. And
yeah, so the mines should prevent the DTs, but the DTs will prevent the FD from actually killing Jonoman, right? And he does have range, and he has 4 goons, so he should be able to defend this. At the same time, they won't die, so I think, actually, they'll both just expand and play a macro game.
Hey, so does he know the DTs are coming? Because those mines are very anti-DT mines. Like, I would have saved those for,
maybe he's just feeling a little bit... He's just being defensive. Like, he's doing an FD, but you see, he didn't even walk even halfway over the map. He really doesn't... Like, last game, he did a strong FD, and then he lost all his tanks and died, like, instantly. Well, I mean, he was pretty fucked, and then after that, he died.
Hey, so this game, I am new to Brood War. What is FD? What
a fake double. All right, well, learning learning Brutal with Sejol. So basically, an FD is a fake double, which is where you're pretending to do a 2-fac by pushing out with Marines and a tank, when really you're just expanding. And you get mines, and you use the mines to either, you can just, like, if they just expand really greedily, you can get lots of damage done, because if they want to kill the tank, they have to go through the Marines, and the Marines can DPS down goons pretty fast. And you can also get mines out to kind of spoil.
Don't say DPS down.
Oh no, that's a pet peeve.
A DPS down sounds like something
and,
that does as
DTs are getting into the main. The DTs
I hear people say it all the time. And it's so weird.
Killing the tanks.
I'm gonna damage per second this down. It just doesn't flow.
Nah, I say it. Deal with it. DTs are actually going to kill both of these tanks.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, this is unreal. I'm surprised that like
they just
took
walked
one
around
on the first DT, and it's just been all chill ever since.
The mines were good positions to stop goons, but unfortunately not good positions to stop DTs. And he's trying his best here to kind of lure the DT into Mizalka. He's going to work.
Three
DTs in the main now, though.
Oh my god, he snipes the mine with the DT. This is awesome. I'm like, Jonoman is just unraveling my mind. This is fantastic.
So it's going to be close if Metalex can actually. I think he's going to have to cancel this CC, and this is going to put him just immensely behind. Oh!
Oh wow! Oh, is he going to lose it? He is.
He has to cancel it.
Yeah. Was that a cancel?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like the upswing had started, and the structure blew up. So now there's a DT blocking the command center. So the DTs have done the work that they want, and this is basically what you want to get out of this build as a Protoss. You know, try and just disrupt the Terran. You don't want to kill them, you want to disrupt them. And Metalex is going to be feeling a little bit red, having delayed his eBay a little bit there. And
he's on the heels right now. This is do or die for him, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah,
If he loses this game, he's out of the tournament. In the meantime, he's got a starport. He's going to go for some drops here. Has his own command center coming out, so he's going to actually have to get some, like, a lot of probes killed here with this dropship filled with vultures.
Well,
I'm a little bit disappointed it's not a tank, though.
He might do a lot of damage with this.
Yeah, actually, this could.
Especially because if he can set up mines in front of the, like, in that tiny choke and everything, and
yeah, it can be a real pain in the ass. But there are speed zealots up, so I mean. It's going to be up to him to micro this well to get lots of damage done, and I think he probably should have gone ahead and dropped a tank as well to drop it on the cliff. That can be a real pain in the ass to deal with, especially if you don't have a shuttle.
Does he have ops? He does not have ops.
Nope, he's doing a Spirit Toss build here. 6 gateway, a lot of zealots to get through, and if you can get the mines planted in the mineral lines, like that's just a pain in the ass, like.
Yeah, that's awesome.
If anything, he's already stopped mining, so...
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Dropping a mine right in the mineral line there, so he can't pull the probes back. Alright, so it's actually going to blow up. That's fine. Killed maybe like 6 or 7 probes there. And a lot of zealots as well, like, I think that was worth it.
Oh yeah, for 4 vultures? Vultures are practically free, and he's like...
Yeah.
He's already done enough damage for that. I mean, not as much as he would have wanted to. I'm sure he would have wanted to just go to town on the probes. But, wait, what happened to his... Where are all his probes?
They're back at the main. He just transferred.
I must have missed them while I clicked over, as I saw nothing in his natural. His natural's now empty.
No, he just transferred too many back. And the expansion is now up for Metalex. Has scan as well, so he's driving that DT off. And it dies to mines finally. So they've both kind of stabilized, and I mean, Metalex is behind, but it's not a behind that you can't come back from. Like, he's definitely in a much better position than he was last game.
Oh, never mind. I was about to ask, does Metalex have a load of non-mining SCVs in his main, or am I bugged again? But then he moved them all to his natural, so I was just like, okay, this isn't going to be a repeat of game 2.
And second drop is going out now. This one, just 2 tanks. Going to drop them on the cliff here over the natural, try and delay mining there as well.
The probe is going to scout it, though.
Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's sick.
If he spotted it.
Is he going to do anything about it, though? I don't know if he really actually saw it.
Nah, he's not.
He's all preoccupied with this push right now.
He does have a shuttle coming, though.
These tanks are going to get so many probe kills. There's nothing here to stop
The thing is, there's only 1 tank in Metalex's base.
Oh god, and the zealots come in.
There's a lot of mines, though, and he has no obs. He still has no obs. These mines.
He doesn't have
gonna...
Oh god.
Oh.
This is...
Well, meanwhile, in his natural, these probes are just going down, and I don't think he even notices it.
Wow, the mine blocks there are really effective for Metal X.
Oh yeah.
I'm blown away. I'm
9 probes dead so far. And now they're showing
It's strange to me that we're seeing such good play out of these two. Like, I would definitely have said that both of them were very strong, but I did not imagine either of them. I suppose it's one of those things that they're both bringing an awful lot more to the table than I expected to see, and it's clashing beautifully. Like, I'm bewildered by it.
So he's sieging the next now. Like, this is gonna... He might actually kill that.
There is a shuttle though, so he should be able to deal with this, except he's... Okay, yeah, okay. He's finally dropping there on the things. We'll clean this up, but the damage has been done.
Oh yes.
He defended... He got 11...
I think Kiente has caught my cough.
I think, yeah. I think he's got a...
Alright, so Kiente is off to have his bins collected, or whatever it is he does when his mic goes quiet. I guess
I muted myself.
That was the sound of a man asphyxiating. But the vulture is moving up to the kind of 12 o'clock-ish position. Like, considering how much difficulty he's had with vultures until now, I'm very curious to see what he can make happen with them.
I'm a little bit worried about Metal X's SCV count. He has maybe 8 SCVs mining in his natural right now. His main's a little bit, probably maybe just optimally a little bit oversaturated, but...
Well, he's still building, so he's still making more, and I think he did just so much damage.
The probe count is still quite healthy though for Jonoman, but Jonoman's still on 2 bases. 2 base
for 2 base?
Yeah,
it's still 2 base for 2 base. So I think even though I think he just must have shot himself in the foot by not making enough SCVs, but he's still like I wouldn't say ahead, but it's at least even.
Yeah, I'd say about even is a fairly fair assessment here.
But I mean, from before he was behind. So I mean, the vulture harass, the tank drop, and now it looks
speaking
like
of vulture harass, we have a second.
He's gonna bring more in. It's gonna be 8.
Oh my god. This is
so
just gonna be hell to deal
ferrying
with.
In.
His army is completely out of position as well. He's gonna lose so many probes with this drop. And there's more coming into the natural.
He's just got so much going on for it.
He's transferring into the vultures of the natural.
5,
he's gorgeous.
3, 5. Wow, yeah, he's just like this is another double digits probe massacre here. I mean, he only has like 1 base worth of probes now.
It's not just that.
And
but, like,
okay, wait. Look in Metal X's natural.
He's got about 12
Dude.
12 to like 13 probes overall.
No.
This is...
Just the shuttle just hovering there, full of zealots, doing nothing.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just hanging out, playing Nintendo, I guess. And looks like Jonoman was like attack move to push, and then kind of forgot, and like left a bunch of goons outside, which are now kind of dying. And this random shuttle full of zealots that might actually die to a turret.
Oh my god, they're too busy playing Nintendo.
Yeah. That's what those zealots are doing, just hanging around.
Chilling
I guess that's what you do in shuttles.
Talking about, you know, TV shows and stuff while there's a game of Brood War going on. Who would do such a thing?
I'm a little bit just concerned about this natural. I mean, he's barely mining from it. He has so many SCVs in his main, he just needs to transfer some out. I guess he's kind of forgotten in all the action.
Like we're bugged. Like maybe, Sir Joel, do you have a fully saturated natural?
I'm not sure that's the kind of question you should ask at a first cast.
Oh wow. Maybe we'll wait till the second or third cast, hopefully. I don't know. If I'm lucky enough to get one.
Alright, second turret is coming up. This is like the slow killing. Like, he doesn't build the turret straight under the shuttle, so it has a chance to get away, but not this time.
My favorite part is he's moved another, like this time a triple vulture drop. Like he's moved all the vultures back up to where the dropship is at the kind of 12 o'clock-ish. Just because that's working so well. And there's nothing there to stop him doing it again. Like, nothing has changed.
So looking at the 12 o'clock, Jonoman taking a third base, but this is the problem with PvT on this map, is that you can't take the regular third because it's just so close to the Terran base. taking this one way on the left makes you really like vulnerable to vulture harass, and there's vultures in the main again.
On the subject of vulnerable to vulture harass, Jesus, like this is horrific.
Jonoman just must feel like shit right now. Like when you lose this many probes to vultures, you just want to leave.
Few probes. Oh, and the Naturals got some going to town too. They've got.
Oh my god.
Got another double digits worth of.
Like did someone was Metal X like he was just so mad that he's like, I'm gonna kill all of your probes. None will survive.
At this point, he's got a big enough army he can probably start seriously pushing, but instead he's just gonna harass him to death.
Yeah. I've lost games in this map to a similar strategy like this, where I literally just died to vultures. I was like, it got to a point where I was just like, fuck it, I'm out. I don't want to play this anymore. Leave me alone.
Well, in terms of low probe mining minerals, you can count them on your fingers now. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
How many fingers do you have?
12. Okay, so yeah, like if I had 12 fingers.
But no, dude, there's like 20.
Well, I'm not counting them on the gap. Just on middle. I'm trying to make it fit on my hand here, and it's not really working. So. There we are. Pose is a fantastic idea. Thank you.
I'm afraid I've fallen down a kind of etymological rabbit hole. When you said vulnerable to vultures, I had to look up whether or not vultures shared a root with vulnerable. Both have their root in the Latin for to wound, which is vulner, which is lovely, or vulnere. I'm not sure. My Latin pronunciation is so shoddy ever since the language went and died out and became impossible to pronounce correctly. Funny old world. But yeah, thanks for that one, Chianti.
Alright. Cool.
Thanks for killing the old world,
and third base is now coming up for Metal X. So just taking an expansion now that he's done all that damage. And it looks like the base at the 12 got cancelled as well. I assumed that vultures were just shooting it and he was like, fuck it, cancel. Taking the closer base, but there is like a mine there that looks quite threatening. Actually scares me a lot.
That could really destroy even more probes. I mean, if there's one theme in this game, it's probe death.
Yeah.
And that mine is on theme.
Interestingly, Metal X still only with 5 factories, 2 add-ons, despite having his third base coming up. Normally you'd be dropping extra factories at this point. I guess he's probably going to do it a little bit later.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, he's floating a lot of gas though, because he's only making tanks out of 2 factories. Doesn't have... have science vessels coming yet? I see a science facility. I don't see science vessels though.
We'll be happy to know that his natural is oversaturated now because his main is mined out.
Oh, that's good. Alright,
his main is mined out and he has so much in his natural still.
Yeah, like look at this patch. Yeah, 1.1k. It's like, alright, cool.
It's not so much undersaturation as it is saving for the future. I like it. I think he's going to go far.
Arbit is out now for Jonoman. So... oh god!
Oh.
If that blew up like the Pro Train, I think Jonoman would have actually left the game. Like he'd just be like F10 exit, like just out. Because like you just be like, seriously, there's like a random mine somehow wasn't blocking the Nexus, but still was there enough just to kill my probes. Like fuck it, just fuck it.
He runs the vultures into the cloaked crowd of dragoons and loses a bunch for nothing, which is nice. I mean, that can't hurt.
If there's one thing I'm jealous of StarCraft 2 for, it's the workers killed like unit counting station. Because I just love to see that for this game. The amount of probes that he's lost, it's got to be.
You can count them on your fingers.
And toes. You need multiple.
You need a few corpses, like to borrow their toes and stuff.
We can probably figure it out.
Yeah. All right, killing a few more probes, but
more. My God,
that wasn't particularly worth it. He lost maybe like 10 vultures there and killed maybe 5 probes. It's not actually like there is a point where vultures aren't free, and that's when you actually suicide them into an army. And they could have been useful to buffer, but I guess, and he's only at 112 supply, so it's not like he's burning supply yet. Like he's not at 200 needing more tanks. Like we're a little bit off that.
Well, the thing is that Jonoman's been like creeping up, and like the entire time, despite losing all the probes, his supply has been creeping up. Like, and it's still doing it now. Well, he's supply blocked now, so don't take my word for it at this specific moment. But as a general rule, he has not been losing an awful lot. And the thing is that, as much as Metal X is like creeping up in supply, he's not doing it anywhere near as quickly. Like,
but the thing is, is that Protoss, like, they have to be able to like replenish after a battle. Like even though Metal X has less supply and all that, after one engagement, Metal X will be able to resupply way easier than Jonoman will be. He's just got like such a shitty economy right now.
It really does suck. But, I mean, a good engagement can still put him in a good spot here. The upgrades are probably the biggest concern for Jonoman right now. He does have +1 coming, but Metal X is already at +2, has +3 on the way. So I think he might... That's going to really just put a dent in... He doesn't have any armor upgrades, though, so I mean, it's not the worst, but it's still not a fantastic position to be in, just being that far behind upgrades.
Just on the subject of the upgrades, if you select a siege tank there for a second, now this is just something I've always wanted to ask, and now I have two people here who can kind of confirm or deny. If you take a look at the picture of the sieged tank gun,
yeah,
it like people complain that StarCraft 2 is very cartoony and stuff. Is it just me or does that gun look bendy? Like it's just flopped over there. It's fine. It's chill. It's curved.
Are you talking about the like the upgrade little symbol or the actual
icon of it?
The icon.
Yeah.
You know, if that like opening, the where it fires were a bit smaller, I would be mistaking that for something else.
Oh my.
That's about as much as I would say on that.
And that's all we need to know about your ding-a-ling for today.
Ding-a-ling.
You said it. I didn't.
Ding-a-ling.
I didn't want to take it there. But,
of all the words,
I didn't take it there.
I love that when you unsiege the tank, it turns into 2 ding-a-lings.
Oh, the caliber of this cast! It just went from, you know.
Oh. Okay, no, guys, one thing. Okay, so in chat, someone said recall on the main. Looks like Jonoman tried to recall and they died to mines, so...
Oh, wow. Yeah,
I saw like a dead goon. I saw a dead goon.
It's just... Oh god, I'm so sorry, everyone.
So Joel, like, giving us this bashing earlier in the cast, why don't you guys cast some Brood War? And then he's like talking about, like, HP's penis, like...
Moments later, hey guys, check out this tank's dick. I'm so sorry.
And
so late here.
With that failed recall, Metal X is using this opportunity to push out. Supplies are pretty equal, but that's not good for the Protoss.
Yeah, that's opened up there was a 20 supply difference before, and now it's kind of... Now he's just walking in with unsieged tanks, why not?
This looks really grim. I don't know how you kill that many tanks with...
Yeah, that's a massive army.
He has 2 stasis on this one Arbiter.
They're really well clumped up. He could get...
He's just going to recall. He's going to recall.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Recall!
Oh god.
Oh, 4 died.
Oh. He recalled another Arbiter with it.
Arbiter with him,
Had no energy. Yeah.
Really and he loses it to a turret instantly.
That wasn't the most effective recall in the world.
Now this is just triggering like a even more aggressive push. This is just gonna dominate.
The recall just fell apart, and I don't know what Jonoman can do here. Looks like he has rally points through the tank line.
This is an end game push right here. We've got tanks wigging out because they can't make it through, but
he's got +3 attack as well. This is brutal. Third base of Jonoman just disappears. And
well, like, what's cool is that does this not just even the series up? Like, if this ends this way?
Yeah, it's 1-1.
Well, not yet. Like, I mean, he could still, like...
Well, no, maybe I just mean if this ends this way. Like, if it goes the way it looks like it might.
Maybe he's actually playing single player, he's about to turn on Power Overwhelming and just kill everything.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't siege these tanks, he's going to lose quite a few.
The basics.
There it goes. Pow.
Yep.
Beware the one-eyed snake of the tank.
Sorry, I brought it up now.
Brought it up?
The worst part was, I said that, really hoping that, like, you're in bad shape when you're just like, maybe you just won't see it. That's the ideal here. I'll just say something that's potentially fun and hope that no one else is as sad as me.
Oh, so you knew that... Okay,
GG.
Like, it was just me who saw that. By the way, there's a GG, the game ended. But okay, that's what you had saw, right? Like, did I hit the proverbial nail on the proverbial head?
Head.
Yeah, you see what I was going there? Okay. So my mind's not the only